Welcome to the Perham Show. I am here at Angel of Hope Park here in Perham, and my guest today is Dave Nyssen, who is the chairperson of the parks in Perham. And welcome, Dave. Thanks for being with us on the show again.
Good morning. Thank you.
You have a kind of a big hat to wear here in Perham because you do some housing things too, don't you?
The building official for the city, and I assist the city manager with some planning issues, and also the chair of the park board. Yes.
Okay, well, I always struggle with that, you know, because you do wear a few hats, and just that, being the chair of the park board in Perham, we are so fortunate to have. I was looking on the website, and there are, 8, 9, 10. What?
Actually, 11 parks in the Perham area, with Arvik Park being the largest park, and we have three parks that are undeveloped at this time. We're in the process of developing the Jerome Boatingheimer Memorial Park. It's a concept plan has been drawn, and we're looking at trying to get a cooperation agreement with the Perham Rotary and with the Boy Scouts in the area to help assist putting the park together, and actually to go through an adoption process where they would provide items for the park as needed throughout. So.
Well, it's interesting that you should mention Jerome, because the last time that we talked about parks on the Perham Show, I was interviewing Jerome over at Krause Park, and so because we were trying to get a show from each and every one of them and some information about each and every one of them for not only the Perham residents but people who are visiting the area. It's amazing how many neat, wonderful parks that we have here in Perham. I think of the Bill Miller Park.
Paul Miller Park. Yes.
Yeah, that is amazing. Talk about some of the amenities that people can enjoy there.
Yeah. Paul Miller Park, it's on Little Pine Lake. It has a lot of items to offer, from picnic shelters to swimming beach to boat access landing. There's a playground out there.
Phenomenal playground.
Yes. Perham as a whole, we're very proud of our parks, the size, the amount, and the things we do offer, and we continually try to improve those parks in any way we can.
Well, one of the things that I really like about the park system in Perham is that you have them right downtown. I mean, even if not huge parks, but if people are shopping, or if you have a kid, a toddler along or whatever that's getting a little bit cranky or needs to burn off some energy, you can take them right to a park downtown, or you can sit down and have a cup of coffee, and maybe use the parks as bribery. If you behave, we can go over and slide on the turtle.
You can slide on the turtle. You can have a good time.
Well, talk about those two parks.
Our two downtown parks are the NP Park, which does have Dennis the turtle in the park, where kids can go and enjoy. We have just open to the public. They can come in and relax or do what they want to. The other park is Turtle Park, which is located in conjunction with the Chamber of Commerce and City Hall, and that's where we host our internationally famous turtle races every Wednesday morning throughout the summer. So they're both very visible and used parks in the Perham area.
That's amazing. There is the Turtle Park. I was supposed to help to host the turtle races one day, and they told me, well, come to the Turtle Park. Well, I thought it was where Dennis is, although I didn't realize until you just said that great big turtle is named Dennis.
Yes.
But that is the park by the post office.
Correct. Yes.
And then the Turtle Park, where they actually do the races, is in between the chamber office and right on Main Street there.
Right on Main Street in Perham, yes.
Yeah. So those are great opportunities. And for, if you're downtown shopping, you've got a couple of parks that are in the works. You mentioned the Jerome Boatingheimer. There's also a park at the fairgrounds and an undeveloped park too. Can you talk about those?
Yeah, the undeveloped parks right now are the Jerome Park, which is located across the road to the north from Bremer Bank and Dean's Country Market, where the new Rotary had put in the welcome to Perham sign there, and that will soon be developed. We're hoping to be able to tell a little bit about Jerome's life in the park.
And is that the same thing as the West Wind? Is that the...
No, the West Wind Park is actually out in the West Wind Addition, which is in the northwest corner of town. There's just a smaller park there that hasn't been developed. We'd like to be able to do something with it someday, but unfortunately budget cuts with the state and the city don't always allow us to fulfill all our wish list as we go forward.
Every city is struggling with that. Well, so, I encourage you to go to the website, Perham.com, and look at those parks, but stick with us. We're going to come back and visit for a few minutes about this very, very, very special park right here, the Angel of Hope Park in Perham. So stick with us. Welcome back to the Perham Show. I'm speaking with Dave Nyssen, who's the chairman of the park board for Perham, and we are at the Angel of Hope Park, which is on 3rd Avenue and 6th Avenue in Perham, kind of behind the Community Alliance Church, cleverly and beautifully secluded park. It's absolutely beautiful. Dave, what is the concept behind the Angel of Hope Park?
The Angel of Hope Park was developed to remember children that have lost their lives. It was a concept presented to me by Brenda Thompson and Kathy Johnson in the fall of 2003. They came and presented it to myself. I was on the park board, not the chair at that time. And it just kind of touched home, not in the sense that I'd ever lost a child, but I've raised 4 daughters, and I now have a granddaughter and another one on the way. And it just really saddened my heart to hear their stories and what they had gone through, and their dream was to create the Angel of Hope Park. The Angel of Hope was developed after a book written by Richard Paul Evans called The Christmas Box, and it was about a setting in a cemetery where there was an angel similar to the one that we have behind us. And, so that's where it's patterned. At that time, we were, I believe, the 50th angel nationwide park set up to remember children that had lost their lives.
This is such a peaceful, tranquil setting here. Places, benches for, remembering and reflection, and beautiful landscaping. Then you also have the granite walls with memorials on those.
Correct. Yes, and that they are part of the fundraising effort, where an individual can have the name of a child and the dates and a little one line put on the wall in remembrance of their child. The money for the park, 100% of it came from private donations, people working on it. Soon after we started moving forward, other individuals joined us. Jim Smith and his wife, who has since passed on, had lost their son. It was their only son, and then Pat, his wife, lost a battle with cancer about a year or so after we dedicated the park. Kim Nelson came and joined the group after she had lost her son in a car accident. So the group started to grow as we went along. Money raised, the statue was purchased, brought here from Salt Lake City, Utah. The granite base that it was set on was donated by Kenny Nelson, who was a very, very big supporter of the park and making it happen to where it is today.
What is this building off to the left here?
We looked at that building, and actually Kim Nelson had been coming up from the cities and seen the building and found that it would probably be a perfect fit to the park. We were looking for some storage, but yet we wanted something that would set in and actually add to the value of the look of the park. So we had the building brought up and set it in place.
Well, it's beautiful. The whole layout, Dave, is absolutely beautiful, and a big thank you to all those financial supporters and the parents and grandparents and siblings that are grieving the loss of someone. But I think it's a good place to come for just a bit of reflection and quiet time, and to enjoy the beauty and the wonder of this place. So thank you so much, Dave, for being with us on the Perham Show. Thank you for tuning in. Again, go to Perham.com and check out all of the parks that Perham has to offer. Thanks for being with us.